Let me see, I'm trying something a little new. Alright, it seems like it's working. It says it's waiting. I found a setting. Yes, it did do it. Okay, that's pretty cool. I found a new setting in the when setting up a YouTube event. And this event, I mean, this setting has probably been there the whole time, but I've never noticed it before, and that is where you can set it to auto stream. So normally every week when we get ready to go live, I got to reach over and it goes automatically to Facebook. But on the YouTube side, camera's a little crooked. I would have to actually physically start the stream, do a stream preview, and so I don't know. Let's see. Y'all can hear me okay? Let me know. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Not time for that. That's coming up later. Patty will be with us in just a minute. Let me know about audio. Make sure you're not getting an echo. I think I've got the audio settings. We're not doing multiple cameras this week, so shouldn't have to worry about any of those difficulties. Hey everybody, give me just a minute. We're kind of, it seems like we're always running late, or getting things done right at the very last minute. Sorry about that, but tonight we just had Tomas just left, and Chelsea and Chicho were here, and so we were visiting until just moments before. So hey Laura, everybody saying hey. Right now I'm by myself, so you can just forget me being able to to keep up with the chat by myself. It's tough enough when Patty's in here, and she'll be in here in just a minute. And I don't even have my iPad going yet. So anyway, we are getting ready for the Deep South Homestead spring gathering, because it's next week. It's a week from today. And we can hardly believe it. Time has just really slipped up, but we're ready. We think Patty's ready, and we're gonna give you a glimpse of what she's been doing this week, getting ready. Actually, not just this week. I think she's been doing. You haven't just been getting ready this week, right? It's
no,
not just this week. Yeah, she started getting ready really weeks ago, and so we'll let you see some of that here directly. And thanks Ross on Facebook and Red, y'all telling me that the sound is good. Stop. I didn't know what that was. I thought I had a critter in my hair or something.
Where's the thing for the TV?
Huh?
Where's the thing?
They both right here. I got the sound turned down. We gotta get Mama all fixed up. Yep, let's see something. Raise your hand up, Mama. There's Mama. She didn't want to watch us on her iPad today. She wanted to watch it in here. So we said, okay then, that'll work. All right. Well, doggone it. Tell you what, something's wrong with Facebook right now. So Facebook viewers, if y'all wouldn't mind sharing this link, well, I normally share it in a couple places, but they must have done an update and it looks weird, and I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just not gonna worry about it. How about that? How you like them? How about that? That's a whole nother story. Hey everybody, so let's see. Well, thank you, Andy. So he said, Andy said I look mighty cute with bunny ears. Ooh boy.
Oh.
So here's Patty.
Hey y'all, I'm sorry I'm late.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get your.
Yeah, won't you do
Here we
that?
go. Fill some airtime, dear, while I get your iPad.
I'm a little tired tonight. Is Pia on here?
Yes, I think I saw
Pia.
Pia. Yeah.
Anyways, Pia will be proud. I've wanted to make my, what do we call them, patty pouches.
Yeah, patty pouches.
And I've played with some different designs, some different ideas, excuse me, that I had, and I wanted to make them out of heavy denim. I'm sorry, I got a frog.
Got a frog in your throat.
But I made a prototype, I guess you'd say, but I just really wasn't pleased with it. I wanted to have something that I didn't really want it to be in the front. I wanted to wear it on the side and everything. And that just don't work with because the way it curves around, it really doesn't leave your pockets open because they get pulled tight and everything. So I've made some little garden aprons.
All right, so you want to go straight to that?
Yeah, so I just got on that yesterday, so I've been working really, really hard on trying to get some of these done. So I've been working on that, and they have, of course, have a little pocket in them.
I didn't get the bottom of that, but they're all kind of the same length.
No, that one's longer.
Yeah, but not much.
So, but I really, really am tickled with them. That blue is one of my favorites, and this is a favorite one too. That one actually has a real deep pocket where you can actually, I should have put my hand in the deep pocket, but where you could actually, it would be a lightweight harvest apron. You know, you wouldn't want to put anything heavy in it, but like if you were picking green beans or something like that, there'd be plenty enough room in there to be able to pick like that. So, you got all fancy.
Yeah, I picked a new thing.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
So where is that apron? You want to show them what you're talking about? I'll go get it. Tell me where it is.
I'll get it.
Okay.
That'll be easier for me to get it.
We could both go get it.
Oh, blue. Blue is in here. I almost fell over it.
Ross over in Alabama says, if we have time, can we add the family of Connie Green to our prayer list? She passed away in her sleep last night. She was a paramedic supervisor that recently retired due to failing health. Such a sweet lady and work mother to a lot of EMS professionals there in Athens, Alabama. She'll be missed. Pray for her precious family. We'll do that.
Yes.
In fact, let's just stop and do that right now. How about that?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Lord, we don't know Miss Connie. Ross does, and he knows lots of people who were so positively affected by her life, and we know that this is a tough time for her family, her extended family, all of her work children, the paramedics in the state of Alabama. And Lord, we just pray that you would comfort them, ease their pain, and Lord, I pray that their time of grief would be shortened and that it would soon turn into a time of fond remembrance. Lord, it's it's a neat thing to see a life that was well lived, especially a life lived in service of others. So we thank you for Ms. Green's life of service to others, and pray that her legacy will be carried on. Pray that the standard that she set will be followed by those over whom she had influence. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All righty. Thank you for that, Ross. Hey, Kevin. Hey, neighbor. Mandy's watching. Hey, Mandy.
Hey, Mandy.
Let's
Hey,
see,
Eli.
Let's see if we can see her.
Nope, can't quite see her.
Wave, Mandy.
No, we're in the country.
No, I didn't. I can't see her.
Anyway, here it is right here. Hold up that side, Tommy.
I will.
And see, this is a deep, deep pocket here.
One big deep pocket.
Yeah, one deep pocket right here. And then you got your smaller ones, like for your phone or seeds or whatever you need for that. So anyway, I'm going to make some more like this because this is my favorite.
And are you bringing any of those to the Deep South Spring gathering?
Yes, I am. I am.
I just saw.
Oh.
I wish y'all could see this. Blue is in the house and his head keeps popping up over the bar. He's looking.
Oh, and look at the food right there.
Yeah. Maybe I should get him. He listens to me better.
Oh, he's crouched on the floor. No,
He knows. It's never a dull moment in the Alderman house.
We can show him what I made.
Well, I got pictures of it, but we can show them.
Yeah. You can see real life instead of just pictures.
Yeah, that's real life. That's what's
This is
left
what's left
of it.
of 2 loaves.
So let me show them what we made. That's what's left of 2 of these. And by the way,
We didn't eat them all by ourselves either.
these photographs will also appear in Patty's next ebook, which is Sourdough Start to Finish, where she's making a sourdough pizza loaf. So we took steps, took photographs of almost every step of the process. And you'll see these again. That's it right before going in the oven. That's it right when it came out of the oven. And that's it right before it went into my mouth.
It was so good.
And we had so there were two of these. And what you just saw was all that's left out of two of these. And they're you see they're the size of that baking pan.
But we had Chelsea and Guillermo was here, and Carl Ann was here, and Corey ate. So we had a lot of us eating.
Brought some to Caleb.
Yeah. Hey, Beth Mitchell is on, and hey Sherry, and Jen says I'm the sourdough queen.
Yeah. Hey, listen to this. You know what? We hadn't thought about this, Jerry. Jerry Farrell on Facebook says if it didn't look too feminine, he could use one to hold treats while he's training his dog.
Oh.
So we might have to get some manly fabric.
Well, I don't know if this is manly enough, though. I bought some today.
Yeah.
I don't know that this would be manly enough, but we'll see. I know that. Well, I don't know.
Well, you need to make it out of corduroy or canvas.
Oh, hush. That's too hard to sew on.
Yeah, but
all right, this is going to be sideways, but see these different materials?
What is that, feathers? Yeah.
Guess it's got some pink in it.
Yeah, that's all right. Real men wear pink.
That's right. But anyway, I just really like it. I love these feathers.
So thanks for that thought, Jerry. We'll be thinking about that, and because
I have to look. I mean, they have some plain. I can do plain color ones, but it's cool to have all the different colors.
Maybe you could get one with dogs on it.
They have some with dogs, but they're kind of
cute with cutesy dogs.
Yeah, cutesy dogs.
All right, when you come back with some more material, I'm gonna see if I can get Blue to come outside because he knows where you put that pizza loaf. Here, Blue.
And Tomas was so funny. We've had him this weekend, and I asked him if he wanted me to make him a apron, and he said no. And I told him, about that it would be for the garden and stuff like that, and he said no. Well, a little bit later, he came back in. He takes after me and his papa, because he came back in and he said, yeah, Money, I think I would like an apron, and I can sell some too. So anyway, I picked him up. He's liking sharks. So this is going to be, I just have it laid on top of each other. This is going to be his little apron. And I'm going to make some, and I told him he could keep the money if he sold some of the other ones that I make. So.
Speaking of Tomas, and I forgot to grab that screenshot, the thumbnail from.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So, I went to go pick up Tomas the other day, and I was helping Chelsea with a little errand first, and I think that's how I found out about it. Anyway, Tomas is a vlogger now. He's 6 years old, and he's been vlogging. Chelsea said on his iPad. He just holds that iPad, and sometimes it's a shot under his chin, and sometimes and so she had told him, maybe you can vlog using Papa's GoPro, and so we decided, we're going to set him up with a playlist on our channel to have Tomas's vlog, right? So the plan was he would vlog yesterday, and I would edit it and get the video up last night. Well, the problem is that I didn't anticipate is he videoed for hours yesterday. He doesn't understand the concept of brevity, but it's so funny.
I don't know what brevity even means, so how can you understand that?
Being brief, being brief.
I figured that's what I meant. But.
Yeah, and so I started editing, but each clip was like 20 minutes long, and there's so many clips. He basically carried that GoPro around all day. 6 years old now, and the best ones I haven't even got to, I'm sure, and that's when he was off by himself, nobody around, and he's just talking to his audience. And guys, let me show you something, guys. It's so funny.
It really is.
And I'd hear him say, I'm just chilling, so I can't wait. And he watches Roman Atwood, who's got kind of I think he used to be kind of a wingnut years ago, but he's married now, got kids and all, and so they just vlog their daily lives, so it's okay for them to watch it. And I can't wait. And he's got bazillions of subscribers. Well, you wait. When I get him one edited and put up, you can bet your fanny I'm going to tweet it at Roman Atwood and say, look what you've done. You know, you've inspired our 6-year-old grandson to be a vlogger. So
Yep.
So what I meant to say was, so Patty and Tomas went live night before last, right? Yeah, night before last, to talk about Tomas's upcoming vlog. So a lot of people, thank you for your kind comments that commented on that little video.
And Jen said he's doing better than her. Jen, we're going to get you filming yet.
Yeah. Everybody was so encouraging, you know, and stuff. And but several of you said, I'm going to watch your vlog tomorrow. And I thought, no, they're not. Because it'll be a week, you know, to...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
He had a great time.
And he vlogged more today, so I've even got more.
Jen, do you really want one of these aprons? Because I just now saw the comment, and I don't know which one was the third blue one. So let me see if I can figure that out.
Well, she can figure it out next weekend, right? Isn't Jen coming?
Yep. She is coming.
Yeah, Jen's kind of like running the thing, I think, or something.
Andy said that Tomas did a great job live the other night. He was funny.
He's so funny. So,
well, I'm gonna y'all have encouraged me, all your comments. I'm gonna go look for some manly material.
There you go.
But golly,
maybe you need to let me come with you.
Maybe so. But my time is running out.
We can go to Home Depot.
My time is running out though. Yeah, because I've been.
It takes you about 8 minutes to do one.
That is not true.
Tootsie. Hush.
I don't know what Tootsie's here. Let me get my notebook. I have been working on all kind of different things. I've gotten some more essential oil, so I'm gonna be making some more beard balm.
Not the same kind, though.
Not the same kind, no. What kind am I making?
Well, if you remember the initial beard balm that we made was what I envisioned was a nighttime conditioning beard balm. So we put lavender and rosemary.
Tootsie.
Go put her outside or something.
Well, she's quit now.
Yeah, she heard me say that. I envisioned it as a nighttime conditioning beard balm. So we put lavender and rosemary in it. So I think it's the lavender. I think she doesn't like the word lavender, but to help you sleep, things like that. So I always planned to come up with a daytime beard balm as well, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to put in it. I really wasn't sure about the name, but we got to talking about the woodsy, you know, sort of manly fragrances, and it came to me. So the nighttime one is Relax and Restore Conditioning Beard Balm. The daytime one is going to be Rich and Rugged Conditioning Beard Balm. Rich and rugged. And so we're playing around with sandalwood. We're playing around with cedar. We're playing around with it's called a protective blend, and it's got, I don't remember all. It's got clove in it. It's got
a bunch of different oils.
Yeah, some citrus maybe.
Maybe so.
I don't remember, but anyway, so we're bringing beard balm. We had people ask us to bring some beard balm to the gathering, so we are. And Patty also, since she had all that stuff, she's working on lip balm.
Yes, I've been wanting to have that because I don't like. Now I'm going to make some that is scented, but I don't. Scented, I guess is the word. Yeah. Because I don't particularly like that. I when I want to put some on, and I'm also going to put some tint in it because I don't like. I need a little bit of lipstick on right now, but I don't like the. I don't want like
the harlot look.
I don't want a bunch of lipstick on. So anyway,
hey Richard.
So I'm gonna do that. But I've been working on all this stuff. I forgot. Oh yeah, Nina's got her shampoo bar. I went ahead and sent Nina her shampoo bar that she got from the show the other night.
Yeah, because she was
6 more days. Yep. 6 more days she can use it, so it'll be ready. That's what I timed it. The shampoo bar and the beard bar will be ready, which it was ready the day after I made it, but it's good to let it air out, kind of dry like a little bit, where it'll make a harder bar, where it won't dissolve as quickly. So it's not. I've been using it to wash my hair, but it's
what do you call that? Setting? Let it set more, or
I don't know. Air out. I don't know. I don't know.
So, speaking of shampoo bar and beard bar, there they bees. Now you have to tell me which one is which. I can't remember.
The top is the beard, and the bottom is the shampoo.
Yep, and
Hair.
the beard bar has lavender in it, and I used that for the first time this morning, I think, and I really, really liked it.
Oh, Jen said the beetroot powder makes a great rouge tint. I'm glad you told me that, because that's the next. We've got all this stuff because for making the shampoo and the beard bar and everything, and so I'm gonna play with making me some makeup. I already played with it one time, but I ordered this stuff. It's called Mecca powder, but it's like shimmery and stuff. So I think I may have got the wrong kind.
Oh, that was the stuff you were playing with today. Yeah.
Yesterday, yeah.
That must have been from the harlot section.
I put some in some stuff, but it didn't quite work so good. But Cure, thank you, Sherry. Cure.
Well, Richard
it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, Cure. That's it.
The word.
So Richard on Facebook, our buddy Richard.
Oh, Richard
Nations.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah, he said he's playing around with some beaver, nutria, and muskrat right now. I'm not sure if he's thinking that maybe those essential oils would be the manly beard balm.
No, I don't know. Oh, but boy, I could make an apron out of those pelts, though, Richard.
Yeah. I'm already going to send him some hog hair. Did I tell you that?
No.
He makes flies. He makes fishing flies.
Yes, because he gave you some.
Because he gave me some, and some LSU colored ones, which I'll never fish with, know. But
we're gonna hang them up in here. That's another thing we can put on our wall.
Yeah, that's right. But so he makes these amazing flies, and I saw he was talking to somebody on Facebook, I think, and Richard, I may get this wrong. It's been more than a day, but I think they were talking about some hair, and whatever it was, it prompted me to say, "Hey, man, could you use some hog hair?" And he said, "Absolutely, that it works good." So next time I prepare hog, remind me I need to.
Oh, I thought you were gonna cut. Baby, you can't get it off of a dead hog. They've got to be alive. So what you're going to have to do is catch the pig and cut their hair to send it to Richard.
No, I'll do what I did. I do what I did when we had to.
I'm just teasing.
They wanted to DNA test one of my hogs. It came back from a historical line, and so they had to have whole root balls and everything. So I took me a pair of lineman's pliers and went out there and fed the hogs and just walked up and jerked a few plierfuls out, and they didn't blink. They didn't even. I thought, boy, I made sure I had a room to escape, right? Because I wouldn't like it. Somebody grabbed a plier full of hair and jerked it out of my head, but they were eating and they didn't even hardly flinch. So, I could do that. I don't think it really has to be live. But
I'm just teasing you.
No, but that's what I'm gonna do when I skin the hogs. I'm gonna pull the whole root ball out and everything, so he can have the whole thing. And but I'm not gonna do the whole. I'm not gonna skin the whole hog with one plier full at a time.
1870s Homestead. I said it right, by the way.
Yeah, you did.
Said to do that, but now I can't talk.
But that's all, folks.
Said to do a video of me washing my hair over the kitchen sink, demonstrating my shampoo bar. It's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Thank you.
We'll have to do that.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
And Andy said it seems like that might be a little too musky with and somebody asked what channel was Richard's. 1870 said it was. So Richard, see, somebody's asking what YouTube channel you have. Is yours?
Yeah. See, so, Richard, you need a YouTube channel.
Richard, yeah.
Dude, you would be a rock star.
What? I had a shirt. I wore a shirt the other day. What is the?
He's the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Nuisance wildlife removal.
Yeah. So anyway, but
in the Jackson, Mississippi area.
But he's on Facebook. But that's his personal page.
Yeah, it's his personal page.
But he puts pictures up where he actually goes, and he had not too long ago he went and was removed tons of nutria.
Oh my
rats.
gosh! Yeah.
So just tons of them. He's gotten beaver and
rats,
all kind of stuff. He knows about all that kind of stuff. And Richard, I need to talk to you because
he's kind of like our local Big Bear.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's the Mississippi Big Bear.
When you never have got up there to check about those bats, we saw a bat that was hanging in the gable,
hanging out.
And I don't want him to be. He was on the outside of the house because there's screen, but I really don't want him to stay there. So we need to figure out.
I need to go up there in the daytime. Remind me tomorrow. I'll climb up in there.
But so we need to make sure we don't have
with a shotgun,
a bunch of them up there. But anyway, I really don't want them to be right there because that's a little too close for me.
Oh, yeah. You know what? We were supposed to talk about this.
Cajun Homesteader says they want you to film that hog catching session.
Yeah. Put some funny music behind it. Look here, Pat. We forgot to talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
So
I did.
What did you do?
I made a video for Frugal Family Food.
Yes.
With Tangi and Amanda. That's their Facebook.
Facebook group.
A Facebook group, yeah. And so they asked me to. Their theme this month is slow cooker and pressure cooker month.
Slow cooker and instant pot.
Or pressure.
Slow cooker and instant pot. Trust me.
Okay, but anyway, that can mean any kind of pressure cooker, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they asked me if I would do a video, so I made spaghetti stuff, which is in our ebook, and so that video came out Friday. So, but anyway, that was good. It was really neat. And then every Friday they talk about that week's video. So it was really neat.
Yeah,
great opportunity.
Right, and then so there's a Frugal fan. I should have put the link. I'll try to help me remember to put the link in the description.
Oh yeah.
So people can
go.
Yeah.
I remember.
Because there's a whole collaboration. It's a long playlist of. And what was your total? You know, the idea is frugal family food, and your total was like $6 or $3.
My total was $3 and some change.
That's right.
But for people that had to buy their ground meat, you would have to add the price of your ground meat onto that.
Yeah, so another $3 to $4.
Yeah, another $3 to $4.
So $6 to $7.
And it would easily feed a family of 6. We would eat it and would maybe have a little bit left over, not enough to eat for everybody to eat it again. But
it's page 21.
21, page 21 in the ebook.
Page 21 of 20 easy instant pot recipes available now at the AldermanFarms digital store.
But anyway, so I just really appreciate that opportunity. So,
yeah.
But I want to answer Jen. She asked me if I would make her some lip balm if she brings me some moringa. I see we're talking about Macarena or something.
Macarena.
Anyway, but yes, I would be glad to make some with it. We'll have to figure out
moringa.
You know, the recipe for it and everything. But yeah, I would be glad to do that. So, in fact, if I can get my mind straight, text me and remind me. Maybe I could pack my pot and everything, and we can do it. I can bring the stuff, and we can do it.
Only if she'll be on the video.
Yeah, you have to be on the video. Saturday. Maybe we could get together Saturday or something and do it. So, anyway. That would be fun. Fun.
Look what happened at our house this week.
Yeah, I need to put somebody, Cajun Homestead said I need to put some bat houses up. We really do.
Well, I can't find it.
But from what I understand about the bats, though, once they start, a place is their home, that's where they want to be, you know. So I just don't want to get a bunch up there wanting to live.
Look what happened at our house this week.
What happened at our house? Oh, yes. Isn't that beautiful?
Spring happened at our house this week, y'all. Look at that fig leaf.
And y'all, it's killing me. I'm not gardening. I haven't done anything. I have.
You know what? I don't know how much you've been outside, but it's amazing how it's really drying up. You know, it's I have never seen our place as wet. The ground, even Tommy Nels across the street, greatest neighbor in the universe. He's never seen the ground as wet as it's been. Just wet
it's just
ground.
Totally saturated. But it's good that it's bringing up our water level. You know.
You know what Corey said?
What?
According to whomever, we are still below.
Really?
Yeah, the normal annual rainfall. I find that hard to believe.
Oh, I do too.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, we've had so much rain.
Because it seems like we've had so much rain.
Jen says, "Oh, you too. I'm a great cheerleader, not so much a crowd leader."
So what else did you do this week?
Oh, I don't know. What
4
else did
times
I
in
do?
one day.
Oh, or 5.
Or 5.
Y'all, I want to know which one of y'all told the goats Tommy was out of town, because he left and went out of town Monday evening.
And I didn't hardly know I found out that day I was leaving, right?
No, you knew Monday we were leaving. Anyway, by Tuesday evening, I just put Blue in the house and said, well, y'all can just eat in the yard, because I could not keep the goats up. They just stayed out and stayed out and stayed out. They about drove me crazy. And, I don't want the dogs chasing them or, and everything. And
harassing them. And
that's just a natural instinct for a dog. If something runs, they chase it.
Yeah.
Especially
with more than one dog.
And so I just put Blue in the house and,
So what had been happening back here behind Momo's house? We had there was a run of fence and it stopped, and then we had some of our poultry netting, almost a full section of our poultry netting, and at one time it was electrified because we had a solar fence charger over here at this part of the property, and I just ran an insulated line back there. Well, we had another fence charger go out. And so I just moved. We weren't having animals over here anyway. So I moved that solar fence charger over to the other area of the property where we house our animals. And so that white fence, that poultry netting, has not been electrified in a long time.
Yeah, they figured that out quick.
No, it wasn't quick. That's what I was going to say. It really, it took them a long time, really.
But once they figured it out.
But once they figured it out, it was no keeping them in. So that's what I did yesterday. We built a little stretch of fence. That post hole on the left right there was the first hole I dug with my auger, and y'all, I hit running water. I hit running water. When I pulled the auger out and went and looked down in the hole, there was water running around. Now see that red circle?
Oh, well, I thought that was something on the camera.
No, and that's just where I shook my auger off, so it's not like a satanic ritual circle or anything like that. It just happened. So the far post that you're seeing right there in the center of your screen right now, on the left of your screen now, is where the water was. But the pole on the other end of this fence, at the top of the fence, that you'll see in just a second, if it goes all the way back to the beginning. Anyway, up there beyond that circle, the reason that's a red circle is because this is what that hole looked like.
Isn't that gorgeous, y'all? Mississippi
red clay. Yeah, you've probably heard of Mississippi red clay. That is, hey Caleb Beth, that is Mississippi red clay. And it's funny, we don't have it all over the place.
No,
here.
Just in certain places.
Just in certain places. But and I forgot a very valuable lesson. Well, I got these big old 8-foot fence posts, and I was out there by myself. Tomas and Blue were out there. But lots, when I picked the post up to sit it down in the hole, I just grab it like this and heave it up and drop it down in that pole. Well, I forgot that I should have a long sleeve shirt on. It wasn't creosote, but they were treated. I forgot I should have a long sleeve shirt on. And there's evidence of my forgetfulness. My arm is tore up. I still need to treat it.
You never did clean it up?
No, I didn't.
Tommy,
but here's a little interesting thing. Right in the middle, in the center, the horizontal center, but toward the bottom, you see this kind of like a dark, like a black or a blue thing, and then just above and to the right of the worst looking wound in the middle, there's another little blue thing. Can y'all see that? Can you know what I'm talking about? I hope you can. I can't show it to you on the camera, but those are from running with a pencil in my back pocket when I was in elementary school I would stick a pencil, and you would think you would learn after once, right? But it happened at least twice, and I was thinking there was 3. A pencil sticking in my back pocket, and I'd be running, and my arm go back there and hit that pencil, and I'd come up with a pencil dangling out from my arm, and that's the color of the lead all these years later. It's like a tattoo. You know.
So you can't say you had never got a tattoo?
I can't never say I never got a tattoo.
All right. Hey, Bandana Grandma. She said hello, and she wants to know, is Mississippi red clay good for making pottery? I have no idea.
I have no idea. Richard might know that. Richard, what do you say? Hey, David Sharrow.
There was something else on
I
here.
don't know that.
And Kelly, I'm so excited, and I'm a little jealous. She has Japanese long cucumbers plants started.
Wow.
So that is great. I wish I could say the same, but I can't.
Patty does well with those, and they sell like crazy. And Richard loves them.
Yes.
Richard loves them. They're good for pickling. Oh, speaking of pickles. So.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the fence.
All right, we're going to be quiet because I hope you can hear this.
Are you going to show the volume of it? Okay.
Yeah. So Patty brought, we're going to have a picnic down where I was working on that fence. And so she brought sandwiches and pickles and drink, and we just decided to sit in the Polaris to have our lunch. I hope you can hear this.
It is a good picnic to me.
We're out here trying to have a picnic in the Polaris while Tommy's working. And
Are you live? Are you live?
I'm not live. I'm not live.
No.
The goat is wanting to eat Tommy's sandwich really bad. She says that I make good sandwiches. We've never had a goat do that before. So it's free. We got Blue coming in here too. More to eat. This is not a good picnic. Next time we have to go away from the animals.
It is a good picnic to me.
We're out here trying to have a picnic.
I might not have let that finish. I couldn't tell. It was kind of on a loop.
Yeah,
I'm sorry if I didn't let it finish.
No, you did. You did.
And once I got through eating, she went to Patty, and I didn't see that clip on my phone. I did.
Because I think you did film it.
Yes, I did.
We've never had a goat act like that. It was crazy.
It was crazy. And y'all, she was like...
Oh, and I had brought us all each out a dill pickle. And, you know, I mean, for an animal like that, you wouldn't think they would like a dill pickle, you know, but she did. I had an extra one, and I fed her the whole thing.
I gave her the last little bite of my sandwich, and it had mustard on it and everything, and she ate it right up, you know. That's free. That's our pure Oberhasli, and we figured out how old she was, didn't we? She's 10. 8 years old.
I think she's 8.
Crazy thing is she's not crazy. That's the thing. She's so reserved,
docile, very, very docile, goat.
Gentle, and just so it was out of character for her.
Yeah,
she was acting almost berserk. I mean, I was afraid she was going to jump up in my lap, and she weighs 100 pounds. Wouldn't you think?
Oh, at least, yeah.
And it was nuts. We laughed.
And then Blue came in the other side. He never growled at her or anything, but I don't know if you see at the end, Tom was like, cut it off. Let's quit filming this. Cause
yeah, David Sharrow said Blue was like, hey, if you're going to feed that goat, I want my share.
Yeah.
Well, I was a little nervous.
But he never acted ugly. And neither did Toby. Toby was there under Tommy's feet, and none of them growled at the goat, so I was glad. But it was he was a little concerned.
I was a little concerned based on previous experience.
It would have happened right in front of him, you know. So
yeah. So. Oh, let's see here. Man,
one thing new. I don't remember if I told y'all about the militant or not.
Militant?
It's a French thing, I think. But anyway, they grow them a lot in Louisiana, and some people were at the farmer's market, and they were selling them, and they told me how to save them for next year. And so I do have that growing because it's on the windowsill and it started growing, and I've got to get it planted.
It looks like an alien creature.
Yeah, it's really not looking too good anymore. But anyway, it just started sprouting out and everything. But you know what? I had some over at the trailer too, and I think the kids might have thrown them away. If they did, I'm gonna be mad.
Well, don't get mad till you find out.
Okay, I'll wait to get mad. Anyway, but
and don't get mad at me if they threw it away.
I won't.
You
I promise.
Hey.
But anyway, so I'm just really excited, and Tara and Mike are going to be here Wednesday. And so I've been trying to get my thoughts together about that. We're taking the camper over to Wiggins, and so I've got to get that packed up. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow with everything that I can pack in it before we leave. But we're going to actually be shooting some videos with Tara. We're going to do one on the Instant Pot. I don't know if y'all saw her video, but she...
it didn't go so well.
Didn't go so well. And she's kind of like, she's thinking she might give it a try again, but she don't know. But her Instant Pot ended up being faulty. And so it was not getting up to the heat. And everything took forever.
She's thinking like, I thought this was supposed to be what's instant about this?
Yeah. But she even did a test with rice and everything, and she just pushed the rice function, which I don't do that. I do it in manually and cook it on high pressure. But anyway, so I'm gonna cook. We're gonna do a video, and I'm gonna cook her a roast, because her roast, I don't know if she ever got it done in the Instant Pot or not. It did not get done within the hour of her show, or hour and a half, and so you can get a roast done in less than an hour easily in the Instant Pot. But so we're gonna make a roast, and I'm gonna make rice. And I'm also going to do we're going to do some sourdough. So for her on some videos. So, but I'm excited about that. And we're going to make soap. I've been having an issue. My soap's taking too long. And so she's like, you should be done in 30 minutes. And I'll call her and it's been an hour. And she's like, it should be done by now. So she's going to, I told her, I said, maybe it's just different when you make soap in the South. And so.
Could be. I mean, it could be something to do with the humidity, something to do with the elevation. You never know, because I know remember how hard it is to barbecue at high elevation? Remember when we went to Breckenridge?
Boil water.
I thought it was they had trouble getting the fire going too.
I don't remember that. I don't remember even barbecuing, but I remember somebody making spaghetti, and it took forever for them to boil the water to cook the noodles or something. What?
Look at Laura's comment.
You better have proper yeah. I know we're trying to. We've got a few little plans for them.
Yeah, we're gonna we'll have some toilet paper adventures.
Yeah, because we are Scott people. So
Tank Sullivan said Blue seems more socialized. He's such a sweetheart. That dog is a gift from God to me, and he's just so pleasant. So you know what else you did this week?
Oh my goodness, Kelly's got squash plants. Oh my gosh.
You're going to make her crazy.
I know. But they already have blooms.
Here, focus on me. Focus right here. Let me show you what else you did this week.
What did I do this week?
You did this week. Look at the screen. You did that.
Yes, I made sourdough waffles. I had never made them before, and so I was really, really excited about that. I had made up my sourdough pancake mix, and I had made those, and I had quite a bit of batter left, and so I went and got my griddle,
waffle iron,
my waffle iron pan. Anyway, I made waffles, and they turned out so good. I mean, they really look.
I haven't had any, but they look great.
Well, I sent them home at Tomas. You're not gonna have any.
No, that's fine. No, but I did have some of the pancakes, and they were fantastic.
Yeah, they were very good.
And to me, they didn't have. I mean, I like the sourdough flavor, but to me, I really didn't know that they were sourdough. They were. Somebody may think maybe a sourdough flavor in a pancake wouldn't be the thing. But if you're one of those people, fear not, because it didn't. And Patty has a strong sourdough.
Yeah.
And it was, I enjoyed them. I mean, I told her I'd just soon have those pancakes anytime we have pancakes.
Yeah, so, and it was really simple. All right.
Oh, let me talk about this for a minute.
Wait a minute. What is that? What is that? The music wheel. It says, will you be doing some greenhouse videos this year? Yes, I will. As soon as I get my greenhouse up.
I got to get the greenhouse over here and set up and all that. P is trying to bring attention to the fact that there was an Instant Pot recall.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It's not the kind of Instant Pot that we have. It's a slow cooker model. But Google it. Google Instant Pot recall to see if you have it.
Yeah, I think it was an oval one, a big oval one, and I think it was new this year. I'd never even seen one that looked like that.
Yeah, so. I didn't either. Everyone I'd seen looked like the ones that we have.
Everybody's growing stuff. See, Andy's already got stuff. Sprouts already coming up.
So the Instant Pot models that you see right here on the cover of Patty's 20 Easy Instant Pot recipe book, available now at the digital store at AldermanFarms.net.
32 tomato
It's not
plants.
like that. It's another kind of Instant Pot. But thanks for that, Pia. So if if you've got an oval slow cooker from the Instant Pot company, look it up. They were melting or something
the
like
lady's house
that.
almost caught on fire. Well, it caught on fire because the element melted underneath it or whatever. Oh, and Jen says she loves sourdough French toast. Well, you know what? I'll have to bring some bread, and we can make French toast, Jen.
Ross
And
said,
Cajun Homesteader said he had his for a couple of weeks and he broke it out today. So what did you make?
yeah.
I want to know what you made.
We were talking about the differences in cooking in places. Ross said went to Montana and couldn't get the fire to go out because of no humidity.
Oh.
So.
Well.
So Patty has been after me to write books for years. I've got an English degree, and we both think it's kind of funny that Patty was first to market, so to speak, with a book. Well, I'm working on a couple.
I've been telling him for years and years and years.
So she's provoked me, and I'm working on a couple. And one is going to be about, sort of an expansion of the critical incident, post-trauma. How do you survive the aftermath of a trauma? I'm going to expand on the principles that are in the free PDF. It may or may not include more details about what happened to me that day. I've been working on that. I've been, really trying to get more details about that. But I'm also working on a Marriage Tips for Men ebook, and it's called Marriage Tips for Men: Rules of Engagement ... and Matrimony. And just lessons that I've learned over the years. Patty has trained me pretty well. Some of those lessons were hard to learn. I should have learned them. It took me way too long. You could quit nodding now, dear. And so my hope is, that the tidbits that I will share can help some men not take as long as I did to learn those lessons, and so that they can hit the sweet spot in their marriage a lot sooner than we did, and they can have more time together in bliss. And so I'm going to give you a sneak peek tonight. I'm going to talk just a few minutes. We're about out of time. All of my rules are rule number 1. And I want to talk about this rule number 1 for just a few minutes. Forgiveness smells a lot like freedom. Forgive and be free. That's rule number 1 down at the hashtag Marriage Tips for Men. I have found people are reluctant to forgive, even in a marriage relationship, for a couple of reasons. There's 2 really categories of reasons, and the first one is, I think, a misunderstanding of what forgiveness is. People sometimes have this idea that for me to forgive a wrong that's been done to me, to forgive somebody who has done something wrong to me, is the same thing as saying what they did was okay. It's the same thing as saying it didn't hurt, it didn't matter, it was no big deal. When forgiveness really has nothing whatsoever to do with that. It doesn't mean it didn't hurt. For me to say I forgive you does not mean that what they did was right or okay or acceptable or no big deal. Really, when you look at the concept of forgiveness, if you trace it back to its biblical roots, which you should be doing, you want to know what the Bible has to say about it.
That's right.
Forgiveness is really a term, if you go back and look at the original languages, it's really a financial term almost.
Yeah.
And we still use it that way. We still use it that way in modern language. When you forgive a debt, right? That's a financial term. Well, that is the root of the word and of the action of forgiveness. Speaking of action, it is not an action of emotion.
Yeah.
You do not have to feel very forgiving to forgive someone. Forgiveness is an act of the will. forgiveness is a choice. You make a choice to forgive. And basically when you choose to forgive someone who has done something wrong to you, even something serious with consequences attached, you are making a conscious decision to say, I choose not to hold that debt against you. I choose to forgive the debt. What happens, people who withhold forgiveness often, and I don't know that they visualize this, but it's almost as if they think they've got the other person in a cage, like they're holding the other person hostage. The problem is, even if they do have that other person in the cage, the cage is chained to their leg, to my leg. If I won't forgive, it's chained to my leg, and I have to drag it around everywhere I go. So that's the first reason people are reluctant to forgive, and it's because they misunderstand. They think forgiveness means it was okay. Forgiveness means it didn't hurt. Forgiveness means it wasn't wrong. When forgiveness actually means, as wrong as it was, as bad as it hurt, as not okay as it was, I choose to let it go. I choose to let go of the debt. I choose to forgive the debt and not be chained to it. I choose to be free from that.
Yeah, and it makes you free.
It really does. I thought about not mentioning this, but I'm going to mention it because it's kind of funny. I held a burden against my dad for a long time. I can't even remember why. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't, and trust me, let me tell you this, it wasn't anything. It really was probably nothing. But my dad was a good dad. He didn't abuse me or anything like that. So it was nothing like that. And I remember when I learned that truth, somebody taught it to me. I started making the conscious decision and anytime those ill thoughts would come up, I'd say, no, I'm choosing to forgive. And a funny thing happened. I said forgiveness is not dependent on emotions, but forgiveness will bring your emotions along.
That's right. That's exactly right.
After a period, I don't remember how long, but after a period of making a conscious decision to say, no, I choose to forgive, eventually I felt like I forgave him, or forgave him.
Yeah.
So that's the first part of the equation of why people are reluctant to forgive. And the second part is this. They haven't contemplated how much they've been forgiven. If I'm reluctant to forgive, it's because I'm not being conscious of how much I have been forgiven.
Yeah. And you don't think your wrongs equal the same as the person that's wronged you. Right. When you're looking at what you've done to Christ.
Right. But so many times we make horizontal comparisons. Well, what I did is not nearly as bad as what that person did, but we need to be making vertical comparisons. And so I tell people this, when I've had an opportunity to counsel with people before who were in that situation where they were having difficulty forgiving, I would tell them, look at the cross of Christ and contemplate the depth of your sin that put him on that cross. And pray and ask God to give you a glimpse of the depth of your offense to a holy and perfect God that resulted in the cross of Christ. And boys and girls, when you get a glimpse of the mercy of Christ, that he poured out forgiveness on you as vile as you were, and we're all vile without the mercy of Christ. We're monsters of iniquity. We're not good people. He makes us into something special. But when you get a taste of the abundant mercy offered on the cross of Christ, how can you withhold forgiveness to anyone for anything?
Right.
There's the parable of the king who called a man in who owed him in the equivalent of today's money, I don't know, $200 billion, many lifetimes worth of salary. And the king just forgave it. He just forgave it and said, go. And on his way out, that man who had just been forgiven several lifetimes worth of salary debt run up on a guy that owed him $10 and he like to choke him to death. And the servants ran to the king and said, that guy you just forgave trillions of dollars or whatever, he just choked a dude that owed him $10. You know, that's the picture. And that doesn't, I'm not trying to minimize what's happened to you. If you're holding on to something, I'm not trying to minimize what happened to you. I know it hurt. I know it was wrong. But in light of the mercy of Christ on the cross, you need to forgive. You owe it to Christ to forgive. And you owe it to yourself because you will set yourself free. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I could go on and on and on. I'm just talking. But that's a little glimpse. Some of the rules you'll find in the book and some of the discussion of the rules are a little bit more lighthearted than that. But every now and then there's going to be a punch to the gut because I needed a punch to the gut. And men folk sometimes need a punch to the gut. Sometimes we need a punch to the mouth. So anyway, forgiveness smells a lot like freedom. Forgive and be free.
Rock's Corner says to love unconditionally, you must forgive unconditionally.
That's exactly right.
That's
you remember
good.
when Jesus said, he who has been forgiven much loves much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know that?
Yeah.
So when you find somebody who's unloving, especially somebody who claims to be a Christian, they're unloving, they're unforgiving, I immediately know, gee, that guy needs to be reminded how much he's been forgiven. Mm-hmm. You know?
1870s Homestead said they needed to hear that tonight. Thank you for sharing.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you. I needed to hear it.
Awesome.
We all need to hear it.
That's right. That's right. And we always got to remind ourselves because sometimes it's not big things. Sometimes we allow resentments, we allow bitterness to creep in, and it's little things that we may keep something in our craw. You know, not real bad, but just a little bit. But those little things add up over time, just like the big things do. That we have to keep claiming forgiveness. We have to keep forgiving.
I'm going to tell on myself right here. I still,
what'd I do?
No, I said I'm going to tell on myself. I still don't, I think I was having a bad dream or something. But was it yesterday I woke up so bad? Mm-hmm. I woke up angry. And it showed. And I said something to Patty, and I'm glad neither one of us knows what it was in the kitchen. Or you remember? Because you said you couldn't remember.
No, you were just, I don't remember, you were short or
no,
something.
but I mean, it hurt her, and it offended her. And luckily, I can, because she's got that Persic face, I can tell. And eventually, I kind of figured it out, you know, and I thought, man, I can't. No, actually, I know what it was. As I began to kind of wake up and come out of it, I realized I was being a jerk. And I came in. I said, "Baby, I'm sorry. I've been so grouchy today." And I could tell she was hurt. And so anyway, you know, I throw that out there to tell you, it's not like we're not perfect people. I'm a sinner saved by grace. I'm still fighting that old man. One day I'm not gonna have to struggle with that anymore. And luckily, I don't wake up like that very often anymore. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Don't leave me hanging out there like that.
Yeah.
What do I do most of the time, especially if you wake me up on most mornings? When you come to wake me up. No, after that. That's right. I go, I do my arms like this, and she hugs me.
But he's so funny. Sometimes I have to stand there, and I'm like, he starts rolling his eyes. I guess they itch.
I guess.
That's funny. Jen says it's freeing to forgive and not carry the ugliness anymore. It's like a bath. You have to keep doing it every day until it's done.
Boy, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Amy says little things absolutely add up. And then my poor husband looks at me like, what did I do?
Yes. That is
Amy,
so
you
true.
got to learn. You can't keep them little things. You got to tell them all them little things because that's what I used to do to him.
I'm talking to you now,
bad.
ladies. All right, I've talked to the
bad.
men.
And then blow a head gasket over the least little bitty thing.
I've talked to the men. Ladies, I'm talking to you now. Tell us. Tell us. That's not fair. Don't do that. Don't steep. Women steep. And it just steeps like a tea bag.
It's because it's just a little thing. Just a little thing, and it adds up. If y'all wouldn't do all them little things, it wouldn't be a problem.
Well, that's
it's y'all's fault.
That's true. That's true. But it's not fair to say, oh, that was just a little thing, and then add that to another little that was a little thing.
Well, then it makes it a big thing.
See how that works?
Yeah. So, like Duncan 1900 Homestead says, little splinters fester. Oh, they fester into a big ball.
And little foxes spoil
gross.
the vineyard. Where they just jump. You know what that means? They don't. The little foxes can't jump real high. They just come up and bite. You know, the bottoms of the grapes off. They don't run off with the whole thing, and so but the whole thing dies. And so the little foxes spoil the vineyard. So be on the lookout for that. And that's those little things that fester. And you know, the title shot for the book is that I don't forgot it. Oh, I just forgot it. It was right there. But one of the rules is that your marriage is. Let's see. The best way to keep your marriage safe is to realize it's never safe. Protected at all costs.
Yeah, that's good.
And so write that down. I'll say that again. The best way to protect, the surest way to keep your marriage safe is to realize it's never safe. Protected at all costs.
Yes. Yeah.
So I got to get back to work on that. I don't know when it's going to be available, but I could hit the table one more time. Sorry.
Somebody had said something a while ago, and Mountain Mama said that she'll see us at the gathering. I want to confess something and ask y'all something. Now, for instance, Jen, I met her this last year in May at the Homesteaders Conference of America. But I did know that Jen's name was Jen, and she was at JM in the Nut House. But a lot of y'all don't have your name as your channel name, and just like Mountain Mama. Now, I might should know her name, but I don't know her name, and I don't know what she looks like. So, if y'all are at the gathering or at any of the conferences that we're going to be at, please tell us your YouTube name and then tell us your real name. Yeah. And so maybe we can put the two together, because I'm terrible with names anyway. And then I'm good at recognizing faces, but I may not know the name that goes with that face. Yeah. But I'm terrible with names, and these YouTube names and real names, I just get all confused. So give me some grace and help me too. Yeah. So.
Do that. Hey, one quick thing before we give our 1 Corinthians verse. Jerry on Facebook, Jerry Farrell makes a good comment I want to address right quick. He said, forgiving does not mean you need to give a person another opportunity to take advantage of you again, but that's another discussion. And you're right, Jerry, it is another discussion. And maybe we'll have that discussion sometime. I don't want to get into all the intricacies, but what you say is right, but it doesn't negate the fact that a person who's been hurt needs to forgive for their own benefit. So you're exactly right. And I'm not a counselor. I'm not talking about abusive relationships. But even if I am, you still need to forgive. But you're right. That doesn't mean you might not need to take steps to ensure your safety. So thanks for pointing that out. And if there's anything that was unclear about what I said, hey, email me. However, marriage at AldermanFarms.net, marriage AldermanFarms.net, and if I said something you disagree with, I'm a big boy. Send me an email and let's talk about it. Drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God. Just in case anybody sees that. There we go. We're back now. So we're back. Patty, read that quote from Amy again. Let me come back.
Amy says one of her favorite quotes is, unforgiveness and bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That is very well put. And I've heard that before, but just completely forgot. So I don't know what happened to our stream right there.
Yeah,
but
I think the internet blinked or something.
The internet blinked, but it's time for us to go anyway.
Yeah.
I did want to remind you that Patty's got her How to Rehydrate Sourdough Starter and her sourdough recipe available as a free download in our digital store at AldermanFarms.net. And then, of course, as we always do, I want to remind you that whether you eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God. Think about that in terms if you're dealing with some forgiveness issue, what's going to glorify God more?
That's right.
Holding on to that bitterness or forgiving. And it doesn't mean you got to agree with what they did or say that it didn't hurt. But forgiving glorifies God, because that's when you're behaving like Him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We love you guys. Many of you. We'll see you next weekend.
Yes, we're excited, and we're still not 100% about our show Sunday night. We're going to
good
do our
point.
best to have the show, but we'll just have to see how all that works out.
Well, what my thought is, we're probably going to have to. Mike and Tara are going to have a hotspot, and according to Mike or somebody, maybe their son, looked up online at the coverage map, and it's supposed to be a good spot right there. So hopefully they'll. Even if if I got to give him $20 or something to help him cover it. And we may be live during the week, Wednesday, Thursday sometime.
Yeah, we'll probably go live with Mike and Tara too. But we'll try and work out the show and everything. I really thought about doing kind of interviewing Tara and asking her questions about, how they got to the point that they're at now and
their story.
Like that. Yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah,
do that.
So anyway, I haven't talked to her about it though, so.
All right, so I'm going to give you this final thought. Let you see that again. Rule number 1, forgiveness smells a lot like freedom. Forgive and be free. Guys, we appreciate y'all so much. We love you, and we'll see you again real soon.
Good night.